Shame that tune!
So let's bring up, this is awesome, our next contestant agreed to do this about 5 hours ago. We had a last minute cancellation. So she's awesome. Give a warm round of applause for Kristin Marks. Okay, Kristin, give that wheel a spin. Hey there, Smash Mouth, what's a Bash Mouth on the wheel?
Backstreet Boys!
2001, 2001. Yeah, it's a long wheel. It's you get a good spin. A lot of strength. Okay, where's it gonna stop?
Backstreet!
Today. The Strokes. The Strokes. For the garage rockers out there. All right. Strokes.
Rock it back.
Rock it back. Okay, Kristin, you have 3 minutes to shame that tune. On your mark, get set, shame.
Wait. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, there is no drinking at the Indiana Dunes. There are no dogs, there's a strict curfew, and there are definitely no drugs. Unbelievably, these rules caught up with us one evening when a few friends and I decided to take a super last-minute camping trip. I drove down solo that night, I didn't pack a thing, I dropped everything. All I brought was a giant bottle of whiskey. It was on. I ingeniously foiled the campground's tough security check by, wait for it, hiding it under a blanket. Very good. And I managed to catch up with a few friends hanging by a campfire. Everyone else, snuck onto the beach and, took a bunch of shrooms, my friend said. Oh, okay, because that didn't sound like any fun at all. So I'm trying to come up with a way to ditch the campfire friends when just in time a car full of the beach friends roll up to save me. So usually I'm quite shy in the illegal drugs department, but something about the way my friend Rachel said, put them on these chips. It just kind of struck a chord with me. So I ate the Tostitos with a hint of lime, by the way, and mushrooms. Started with the booze, and we piled back into the car and headed for the beach. So we're being idiots. We're drinking, we're yelling, we're looking at shit turn into awesome shit, if you know what I mean. Then one of our best friends had the best idea ever. We were going skinny dipping. It was happening. So we all got naked. Everybody got, butt naked. We are totally fucked up at this point. I'm watching the stars turn into eyeballs and colors and the letter F a bunch of times. There's empty bottles everywhere. We're having some super intelligent conversation about how weird mayonnaise is or something like that. We're having a great time, and then suddenly a light appears. 2 lights, in fact. These flashlights are like the bright sun on your hungover walk of shame. We're squinting, we're doing these weird cover-up poses, and we hear 2 old park rangers, "You can't be on the beach! You can't have alcohol! What are you doing, bah?" And as they get a little bit closer, they realize that their old man eyesight was not deceiving them. These were tits. We're all begging, we're embarrassed, we realize we've been caught naked on a bunch of drugs on the beach, 5 hours past curfew. Please, just turn off the light, please, dear God. So nothing smacks the booze out of you quite like those flashlights did that night. One officer kind of smirked and he blushes a little bit, and we're all kind of awkwardly reaching for whatever clothes we can find. Are you on drugs? And we all are trying to do our best, no, officer, we are definitely not on drugs. We are not. No. Another ranger car pulls up, and things are not really looking that good for us at that point. The one officer is sort of blushing still, and he's kind of giggling, and we see him consult with his other rangers, and then he turns back to us, and he's like, "All right, here's what you're gonna do." And we're like, okay. He's like, "You're gonna dump those bottles out." I'm like, "Okay, yes sir. And he's like, "You're gonna stay out of the water." I'm like, "Okay." And he's kind of smirking and looks over. All these officers look like they had just seen the meaning of life. And they're kind of all googly-eyed, and they're like, we'll let you hang out for another hour. And we were like, what? Seriously? We got away with this? All that happened was a bunch of old dudes saw us naked. I mean, which sucks, but whatever. So we're paranoid, we're drunk, we're trying desperately not to screw ourselves over after this like super lucky break we got, and our hour that they had allowed us is ending. And we leave our car there because we weren't really, I would say we weren't maybe like in the best shape to drive at that point. And we left our car with all of our purses in it, unlocked with the windows down, we found out the next day. God bless Indiana. So the officers kept leading us back, and in my fucked up state of super paranoia here, for some reason I shout to my friends like, single file! And everyone does it because we're very paranoid. So the officer's leading us, our single file line, he's leading us down the road here. And we are almost home free. We are so close getting back to the campsite. We knew that we came just to the edge here, and if we did one more thing, we were going to be totally screwed. We're almost home free, and from the back of the line, we hear this very loud call. I'm peeing! Sure enough, we turn around, and our friend has her skirt up over her waist, and she's bent down, pissing in the middle of the road.